Hello and happy Monday, everyone. We're here on PinkPixels. Bring that energy because it is the end of September and tomorrow October is on the horizon. Bring out your pumpkins, your pumpkin spice lattes, your Halloween costumes, all the joy that October brings. But of course, first of all, let's hydrate, friends. Taking a little bit of water today. It is a good Monday because we are here together. Thank you so much for coming to join us for this episode of Pink Pixels. I'm your host, CausticPhoenix, and as always, we have great conversations here. This is one of my favorite places on a Monday evening. It's so cozy with the great people that we bring onto the stream and have good conversations with. It reminds me in a place where sometimes it's easy to feel isolated or that the world feels divisive, that we can be here and we can connect, that we can see the humanity in each of us, to have real conversations, to learn from each perspective, and to appreciate and celebrate who we are. And here in the Gamers channel, we've collected such an amazing group of women here that just every week is an amazing conversation. And I cannot wait for you guys to hear for tonight. I see so many wonderful faces in the stream. Some October birthdays coming out to some parents. Everyone tell your mom and dad happy birthday for me if it's in October. And there are a few Phoenixes out there as well. I love to see some friendly faces, some new faces. Know that this is a place that is welcoming, that is inclusive, that we celebrate individuals, and I'm so glad you all are here. It is a choice. Every time we turn on that stream, every time we follow someone on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, of thinking about what type of content do we want to bring in? What is going to influence us, both in our tone, our energy, our emotional levels, our inspiration, especially as we begin to start off the week like Mondays do? What's going to help influence us to be who we want to be that week? And that's why we're here. We're taking the choice to bring in good content, to find inspiration, to see this quilt work of gamers in this space, to put something so fantastic together. You know what? I've been talking enough. I've already highlighted a little bit of a hint that we've got an amazing guest, but let's hear directly from her. Dream Game On. Come say hello to us.
Hi, everybody. I am so happy to see all of you here. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me here, Caustic.
Of course. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Me? Okay, well, I'm a Puerto Rican Italian from New York, now in Jersey, who plays all types of video games. I go by I play anything, not everything kind of thing. And I am an avid lover of indie games, and I just love to make people smile. And yeah. Oh, and I also love to interview like voice actors, streamers, and read visual novels with some voice acting involved as well.
I love that. So you are a multifaceted, talented individual, but I gotta ask, where did it all start? What day did you decide, let's put on these headphones, bring a microphone to my mouth, and let's kick off something here that would certainly be so influential, pull in a community, and create content that people are drawn to?
Depression, literally. I'm not kidding.
Okay, bless you for that.
I am not kidding. So when I started streaming, I used to stream with my phone with third-party apps like LiveMe and stuff, and that's how I build my fan base. And then I had surgery and I ended up being bedridden. So I started actually streaming with no camera, with a $25 microphone, $600 laptop. I still have it till this day as a momentum. Just
It'll be in a
video
museum
games from my
one
bed.
day.
Yes, and that's how I build my community. And then so on forth, I did contracts and I was getting paid to play video games from my bed, which was freaking phenomenal, especially during the time it was kind of difficult. Just feeling like hopeless and helpless at the time. But it was cool that I had that advantage and that privilege. And then so on forth, going forward, after the third parties, I did Facebook gaming, build my community there. Facebook did their stuff to me, and then on Twitch here for 4 years, and we don't talk about the past, and I'm happy to be on Twitch.
That's right. Evolve, become bigger, better than ever. You're in your Charizard phase now.
Yeah, the cool thing about the whole streaming thing was that even during I started Twitch during the pandemic, so I'm a pandemic streamer. That's what I call myself.
Fair.
And I just love the fact that I had a lot of opportunities during that time. Like I was able to work with kids when I was living in New York. I was able to be on an Amazon Prime show with Sam and Oh my goodness, what is his name? It's gonna haunt me. I'll remember at the end of stream. But yeah,
That's the
it was
timing.
cool. It's called Game on Titans from Amazon. It's still available Amazon Prime, so go
Hey,
check it out. It was a PUBG Mobile
way to promote it
competition.
still.
You know what? No one. Oh,
Commitment.
I don't even want to talk about the marketing. They did such a great job marketing, and I mean that wholly sarcasm because they did horrible with the marketing. But it was such a fun time, especially that I was on TV and it
Yeah.
was not scripted; it was fully improv. So that was really
Wow.
cool experience.
Honestly, that sounds very stressful to me. I love a good script if it's going down something like that. But
True.
I love your story, like this scrappy beginning. You're showcasing this $25 microphone. You're like, here we go. Uh, but I also think it's important, and you mentioned it. We laughed because here we are now. We've moved forward in time, and maybe we're still working with this depression. But mental health in video games has always had a place together, right? And whether it's sometimes been used as a distraction, but more and more times video games and the communities around it are becoming a healthy place into handling different mental crises that I could have or anyone can have, right? I personalized it a little bit for myself there. Maybe I'm telling on myself, but for you in your journey, what was it like to have this internal struggle that is often sometimes something that we struggle with very separately or privately, and then to go into such a public space and to try to reach out to create things that's art for other people?
That's a really good question because um, if you put your mind to it, you're capable to do anything. And as me being not able to walk for several months
Yeah.
and seeing other people being able to achieve their dreams with either one arm or doing that, I was like, if they can do it, I can do it. So I literally just, put that positive, even though I was the most saddest person you will ever meet during that time. And I just took initiative and I didn't take no for an answer. I just tried
Mm,
my best. And if I did get no's, I just kept going and excelling. And just every time that I had that opportunity, like for example, like, hey, Ale, we have this campaign. Are you available time this time, this time? Of course, I'll do it. Thank you so much. I'm so down to do it
mhm,
because I'm literally have nothing to do. So why not?
mhm,
So it's just basically making time management and being consistent and being motivating yourself even when
mm.
you don't feel like you're motivated, and it's really hard.
You are not kidding. That is an impressive and difficult drive, right? Even times where I don't have depression, I hear that and go, "Oh, that's a lot. That's hard to do." Right? To be focused, to say yes to opportunities. And I love that you mentioned like the honesty of the situation is that not every time it's a yes, because sometimes we hear these situations and we see people succeeding and we think, well, every door is just opening for them. And that's not necessarily the case. We only see the doors that are opening to them. We're not seeing from their perspective the doors that were closed. And I love that despite that, you had such a positive take and it shows to where you are now. Now, I have to say, physically in your environment, it also looks very positive. The glow of the purple lights, the digital screen behind you. Even Sean with the big ball noted, you have a wonderful collection and surroundings of soft, plushy individuals. Tell me about your space because, especially if you had started in the pandemic, you're surrounded, you're here, you're stuck in this space. How did you make this environment into something that you wanted to work at?
So the funny thing is, when I lived in New York, I didn't have all this. I was in my bedroom. I had a little corner. There's a door to the backyard. I kept screaming at my mom, opening the backyard door because of the ants and the bugs entering the house.
Ugh.
I was literally just chasing bugs.
Okay.
And the floor was carpet, so that was even fun to like go hunting for them. And then I had a green screen because I really did not like want people to see that I'm in my bedroom and stuff.
Trying to create that
Um,
separation a little bit more.
that yeah, the
Yeah, yeah.
separation from reality to because this is an escape and I don't want to like just have that. And then when I
Mhm.
moved to Jersey, my mom built this beautiful office for me. She didn't build this beautiful office, but she paid someone to
With their
soundproof this
own two
office and
hands, with
everything.
paint and hammer in hand,
She hired a
she
painter.
built this. Right? No, no, no. Let's hype up your mom. You can tell whatever story you want here. Let's
Oh,
make
that's
your
funny.
mom seem like the hero she is.
But my bedroom was purple, so I wanted to pay homage to my bedroom. So I have two tone, like, hold on, Alexa, office normal. So I
Oh.
have a two tone purple light. Okay,
Shh.
Alexa's doing me dirty. Alexa, office normal. Nope, she doesn't like me.
Nope, she's
Okay,
fighting you. It's
so
okay. We love it when they talk back.
I have a two-tone purple here. It's like a lavender kind of thing. And then all my plushies are owls because I love owls. I have obsession with owls.
It's in your logo. I see it. I see it. You wait,
Yeah.
hold on. You got to hold up the merch as well.
Oh,
You got
the
it in the
merch.
corner there. Yeah. There it is. Not only you, but also the little owl sitting on your shoulder. Okay, super adorable.
So the funny thing, I want to give a shout out to Cervantes de Leon. He's been my best friend since Facebook gaming, and he's the one that made my emotes, my logo,
Oh,
and got me this pillow.
dang. Okay, that looks very soft too. I think absolutely
Actually,
adorable.
yeah, it's actually good. It's soft.
If we had to guess, how many owls do you have in your office?
Not enough. I want more. Not enough.
I feel like chat right now is going 1, 2, 3, 4, like trying to count. Where it's like, how many jelly beans are in this jar? I feel like that's a raffle one day you could do for your stream. How many owls are in the room?
I 2022, my mom got me this cool evil eye owl.
Oh yes. Okay, that's cool. That is very cool.
So it's just to bring out like the protection and the thing. Oh, I forgot to wear my bracelet, but my bracelet has an owl on it.
Oh. See, those are tricky. There's not just the stuffed animal owls. There are more than one types of owls in there, okay? That's where it's going to make it really hard for people to count.
And this one lights up, but I think the battery's dead. So.
Okay. I love this tour that we're getting.
One of my viewers actually 3D printed me this.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
yeah.
It looks like a little nest on the inside for its chest too. It's actually very cute.
Little Geek 88. Shout out to him. He 3D printed this for me.
Does it hold like pens at the top? Like
I think it's a pen holder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never used it like that. I just have it there.
Everything's a keyboard. There's no use for pens and pencils anymore. We are in a new era.
Our little mascot, his name is Humbly.
Humbly. Okay, that's cute.
The big one's Holly.
They all look shades of purple. I think it's your lighting. I cannot tell.
They're all different colors.
Okay.
And then this one here, color bead. Bontas got me that one from Zelda.
Okay. That one doesn't show on screen just because it's cropped off. But it is very colorful in case everyone wants to know at home.
Oh, you can't see it. Oh, darn.
Just slightly, like if the picture continued, it'd be like right here.
Not on the full screen.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I could actually show
no,
it.
You hold on. I got it. I'll move to the guest cam for you.
I have the software.
Oh, okay. All right. She's ready for this. Show off.
Let's see. I want to see if I could pan it. Yeah, I think I could do it. Oh God, don't do me dirty. All right, let's see. So let's pan this.
We're prepared.
Right. Oh no, that's a zoom. Oh, they're okay.
Okay. The adventure continues.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Hopefully.
This is the life of a streamer when you have so many tools and it's figuring out what is the right tool and how to use it. This is fantastic.
All right, there it is. Oh, you see it?
This felt like a Where's Waldo as we're like scanning your room going across.
But that's the owl I was talking about.
This is it.
That's it. That's the one from Zelda.
I am impressed. Okay. Excellent. And thank you for that.
I was so happy I could do that. I never used the software, so it's not that useless.
See, great. Yes. You've learned and you've mastered it, and now we've demonstrated how to use it. But like, that's a good lead in though, right? Like as a content creator, it's not anymore just like you plug in, you have your microphone and you play some games, right? You've elevated your stream where you're thinking about what are the technical tools. Obviously, this is no longer a $25 mic that you're using, right? You're trying to elevate the experience. Why is it important to you, right? As you've gone through streaming that you've worked to update your tools? Because I think a lot of people go like, oh, all you do is just talk and play games. But there's a lot of technical components that help make a stream good.
I feel like the quality is very important. But the good thing is that you also could stream in a budget. You don't have to go. I did not start with all this. I did not have 4 monitors. I did not have a Shure mic. I did not have a Golex Solar. I literally said I started with a really small laptop with a very cheap microphone on bed, and then a folding chair. And then now I have like this nice gaming chair and a nice just environment just for myself. So it takes time, investment, and money. So you have to spend money to make money.
Yes.
Literally.
How
And
did you
that's
know
life.
when was the right? Yeah, I know, right? That's a fun lesson. But it's very accurate, especially in this business where it's a personal business. You're the owner, you are the employee, right? Everything kind of goes in into itself. How did you know when you were at a stage of like, okay, it's time for me to financially invest in my company? I need to upgrade my mic. I need to go through and I need to go from a laptop to a PC, right? Because those are not only financial decisions, but it's also like, okay, now I have to figure out what tech pieces. You can't just go out and buy a PC at Best Buy, especially as a streamer, right? You need different uniqueness of like what graphics card, what's the CPU it needs to run, and trying to understand the whole language. I know the right language. I don't even know if I would make the right decisions if I had to build my own PC right now.
I'm a laptop streamer, and I've been a laptop streamer for 7
What?
years. This is all
What?
laptop.
You're
Yeah,
still doing okay. You have 4 monitors and you are using
yeah,
this off of a laptop.
that's correct.
You are a magician.
Oh, don't trust me. My stream crashes numerous times. I'm not. I'm not claiming that positive energy for the laptop because I get criticized all the time. Like, why you don't build a computer? Oh, why you don't use 2 computers? You have a computer there. I'm like, that's my work computer. I can't touch that.
That's fair.
But the laptop has an RTX 3070, which works really well.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the thing is,
Wow.
I'm surprised you don't hear my fans. I have 3 fans running, so this laptop never overheats.
Not at all.
But if the fans were not on, this laptop would have shut off already. So yeah.
Oh
And
my
this laptop
goodness.
has been gone through maybe twice. It
Mm.
had blue screened. So I had to like fix it and factory reset it and all that. And this laptop has been nice to me. This is my 3rd one too. So yeah.
Have you named it? Is it also like, does it have owl
Did I
stickers
name
on it?
it?
You should name it.
You know what? I didn't put stick.
Have you just not gotten attached to it? Did you just freeze on us? Are you kidding? Hold on. Laptops have been pretty powerful. I feel like this is entirely my fault. Like I jinxed by turning into this particular conversation. And I'm so sorry. We should no longer talk about the tech. This is entirely my fault. As soon as you talk about tech, it's like it's listening and wants to talk back. We already had this issue already when we were talking to Alexa and she decided not to listen then. So it makes sense that now that we're talking about the laptop, right? I think the laptop got a little offended the fact that it didn't have a name and it wants to be personalized. Oh goodness. But this is one of those fun challenges. Absolutely go ahead, refresh. Ali, we're going to get you in a hot second. Don't worry. Go ahead and do the refresh. As soon as you pop back in, we'll get you in and we'll be good to go.
Oh my gosh, that did not just happen.
Of all timing though, I think this is hilarious.
Oh. My camera doesn't want to be used.
But what you're experiencing, like we're laughing and we're handling because this is
stream technical difficulties every day.
Yes.
Literally every day.
Yes.
So this is normal.
This is the true life of a streamer of going, okay, what's wrong with you now? As you talk to your computer, like, why are you treating me like this? It's because it realized it should have had a name.
I'm sorry, computer, that you don't have a name.
Yeah. I think your next stream, you'll need to work with your community to find the right name for your laptop.
My camera is not even showing anymore. I'm gonna restart this. I think you could stall them for a bit.
We'll hang out and we'll talk here for a second.
Fantastic. I didn't break it, I promise.
No worry, you are good to go. I love this. What she's going through is exactly what every content creator goes through. Whether you are a starting out streamer or you've been doing this for 20 years, which yes, YouTube has been around long enough, content, Facebook, all of these platforms have been around long enough that being a content creator has been around for a hot minute. But the tech issues will always be constant. Always, because there's new needs, new challenges, things always have to be upgraded. If it's not your computer that's having issues, maybe it's a software that you haven't updated lately. And if you update one, then you have to update all of them, right? It's how they all work together. And then you have to go back and make sure all of your settings saved in the right place. It's an experience, especially with streamers that have to stream for so many hours. I appreciate it when we have to sometimes live troubleshoot. And look at you, an absolute champion who have figured out your tech issues. I love it.
Yes. Um, there's a funny thing you say that is because I'm going to rant a little bit because Mix-Up had a really huge update
Yes.
and everything's messed up on my stream. Everything's echoing, everything's a mess.
Yep.
And I'm still fixing it
Oh, yeah.
till this day. So hopefully I could fix it. Yes, I'm back. Hi. So sorry about that. I totally forgot that laptops are very delicate creatures. And I forgot that my stickers are on the back of my monitor, not my actual laptop. So I have stickers of like different artists and different streamers on the back of my monitor.
I love that. So that's so funny. And I agree, right? Like a lot of good things pointed out in chat. Sean, you're right. Like when you're a streamer, you're also your own IT person. You're also your own marketer, your own financial advisor. You are everything all in one. And so while you're making decisions on one thing and then a stream decides to crash, now you have to suddenly switch brains and say, okay, hold on, stream, give me a second. Or like what you've just so seamlessly done, and what IT dude mentions is that you can laugh through it. You turn it into content of like, let's work through this together. Let's figure out what it is. Let's talk about this as a subject matter. And that allows and shows kind of the talent you have as a content creator, as an entertainer, to not allow little hiccups like this to get in your way. But there are hiccups, right? Whether they're a TikTok issue or not TikTok, well, sometimes just TikTok issues, tech issues, or somebody comes in chat and says something that is unkind. How do you make sure that your rhythm doesn't stop? Like you have a clear flow. You seem like someone who feels very thoughtful in their interactions. You seem like someone who has a plan B for situations. You are handling this so smoothly. How do you keep your cool?
I'm blessed with having amazing moderators. They're also in the stream here. So hi everybody who's watching. And having a million bots. Just having Siri bot and who's the other bot that does a lot of good stuff for you? Mostly Siri bot. Siri bot just is on it. Literally spam account. Ban. And all I see is my owl, because I have a little owl pet, like a kappa mom or whatever you call it.
Aww.
And all you see is open his wings and says banned. It's like
why do I want to get banned just so he can see this? This sounds adorable.
It's so intriguing. Oh, I love you too, Abby. But yeah, it's definitely fun because the owl greets people when they enter, and then when banned, and then people could feed the owl. It's really cute.
Okay, that's kind of cool. So it's like a little Tamagotchi that you've got hanging out in your stream that people can feed, and it also acts as an enforcer. Okay, that's fun. I don't want to be banned, but I want to see the owl ban someone.
You'll see it quite often, especially with like, hey, I do art.
When people do self promos and streams and things like that.
That's automatic.
Now, you obviously talk and work with a lot of people, like you work and do a lot of promos with indie games. How do you know when something is the right fit? Like when an artist reach out and says, hey, maybe I should, I could be your stream artist creator, or when an indie studio reaches out and says, hey, I've got an opportunity. How do you know when it's the right choice for you, your stream, your community? Because there's a bit of that Goldilocks scenario, right? Of saying, is this good? Is this going to be a good match? Is it okay if it's just a little bit off? Where do you draw that line? Especially because, right, it's your time. You have to be authentic and genuine with the conversations and content you create.
Research, a lot of research.
That sounds exhausting.
There's a lot of companies that I do want to work with, and there's a lot of companies I don't want to work with. And there's a lot of games, like so many games. Like I own, if my people could tell you, I own about 6,000 games, and I completed 406 games already on stream.
That's impressive.
And half of these games that I completed are either games that are given to me or sponsors, but I have games that are like unopened. Like the game I just got recently, just got me this one, so that's unopened.
Oh, I've been seeing that all over my TikTok. It looks like Zelda meets Animal Crossing.
But you play as Princess Zelda.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And then I just recently finished this game, which was phenomenal, by the way.
Okay. Princess Peach Showtime.
Yeah, all about women empowerment.
We love it. Peach needs more justice, more stories of hers told.
But now it's October, and now I'm trying to find, like, I want to play horror games, but at the same time, it's Hispanic Heritage Month. So I want to play a game that focuses on, like, Hispanic heritage and stuff. And the only game I, like, know about is Life is Strange 2. That game makes me cry. I don't want to play that again. So I have to like find something that's like, more suitable. But
Mhm.
the companies I'm with Square Enix, I'm with Sega, OG, Outright Games, which I just recently did. The Looney Tune game that just popped up, that just came out, and yes, it's completely a little like plug-in. Like it's available on Switch, Xbox, and
Oh,
PlayStation,
good
and
support.
Steam for $49.99. So go check that out.
Call it
It's
out.
cute. Looney Tune Sports. I'm a Ubisoft creator for also I'm a Wired creator. They make games such as like Arcade Paradise and the newest game that just came out, Gory the Cuddly Carnage,
Yeah.
which is
Tell me,
such a great game.
what is that? That name is crazy to me.
I wish you could watch the trailer here, but you're a cat who slices unicorns' heads.
I have very mixed feelings about this.
So yeah, you're a cat
Okay.
who doesn't talk, who
Okay.
cuts off unicorn heads, and the skateboard or whatever, your hoverboard, curses like a sailor. So yeah, that's the game.
My hoverboard is alive and curses.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Do
not
I
a kid's game.
am I cutting them off with my claws or do I wield like a
No,
sword?
you have like a blade. Yeah.
I have a non-talking cat with a blade and a hoverboard that says terrible things.
Oh, hi, mommy. I
I'm
love you too,
sold.
mommy.
moms are great. What's up, Mama Dream?
Family X2 says, "Do you have a favorite game or type of game?"
Mm-hmm.
I could name you 10 top games off my head that I highly would recommend anyone to play. So my number one favorite game of the entire world is Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Favorite game.
Favorite part about the game? Is it the puzzles? Is it the story or the mechanics? What's the winning feature?
It was way ahead of its time, especially like you basically starting as little Koriko Link and then becoming Hylian Link and then just being able to go back and forth in time, which was really cool.
Okay.
So that was a really cool concept for N64 game.
That's fair.
My second favorite game is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay. The second one. There's a lot of Kingdom Hearts now.
There's 8 altogether, but
Yeah.
the second one's the best. Yeah.
Fair. You've got a statement out there. I don't know if everyone's gonna agree with you, but
I don't know.
this is your chance to shine.
So. I hope
You
they
hope
agree with me. I don't want to get canceled.
You're not gonna get canceled for liking Kingdom Hearts 2. You're good. See, Alucard says Majora's Mask holds the strong position there.
Okay. But I have a little beef with Majora's Mask. But that's just like I had to write when I was in college. I had to write a report about it,
Okay.
especially how it is psychologically the most depressing game played. So
some people might love that. Okay.
That was a fun report to do in my social media class. My third favorite game is Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
Okay.
Because of the song, rolling around in the speed of sound, got places to go,
Wait.
gotta follow my rainbow.
You chose it just for the song?
Just for the song, yeah.
Okay, I love that. And the fact that you sang and were giving us movement.
Follow me, set me free, trust me, and we will escape the city. Great song. But yeah, that's really a good one. So yeah, that's number 3.
No, I'm buying 4 then.
That's that Radio Future for the original Xbox.
Okay. Ooh, all right. Oh, she's pulling out show and tell.
Best game ever.
Is it sad? I've never heard of it. I'm sorry.
So this came for the original Xbox, so you can't buy this game. I actually found this in a convention. I bought it because I don't have an Xbox anymore, the original one. So this is only playable on the original big giant Xbox, and this is the best just a radio game because there's Jet Grind Radio, which was the original, and I'm not a fan of that, but this one's a good one. And then it comes with this racing game, but we don't talk about racing because I don't like racing games.
That doesn't exist. All right, well then let's put us at 5. We're halfway through the list. I can't believe you're like, I know your top 10. What was it?
Number 5 is Crosscode. The Crosscode is actually one of my favorite indie games.
Okay.
It's over 100 hours, and it's made by developers in Germany. And the best memorable was I did a 16-hour stream, and the developers from Germany were laughing at me being under-leveled, and then they witnessed me beat the level under level, and they were impressed. So that was a really fun memory.
You're like, look at it. Wait, do you have that one clipped on your Twitch channel?
I don't, unfortunately, because everyone was sleeping. Because it was like 5 in the morning.
Dang it.
And my mom was yelling at me, Andrea, go to bed. So and New
You
York
can't
City
go to
time.
bed. You're making history,
I was
okay?
making history, and then that game actually inspired "Don't Drink the Scorpion Milk," which is one of my emotes. Um, because I thought they were like sand lobsters, but no, they're scorpions. And then we had like a full on conversation about scorpion milk, why it's poisonous, and then we just made it into a merch
Hold
and
on,
then a
wait.
motto.
Scorpions, you can't milk a scorpion, right? No.
Scorpions make milk though. Scorpions make milk though, apparently.
I don't know enough about scorpions to disagree with you on this fact.
We did a whole conversation about it. It was wild. So that's number 5, right?
Okay, yeah, that's 5.
Number 6 is Haven by the Game Bakers.
Okay.
Haven is like a mix of Mario Sunshine, but it's a cute romantic couple. It's rated M for mature for sexual themes and stuff. But it had an RPG aspect, and it's a really great game. And I just love the game. And if no spoilers, the music by Danger is phenomenal, and I have it on my playlist.
Ooh, listen, we're big fans of the different music in games.
Soundtracks for video games.
It impacts the game significantly of how you feel about it. When you enter a room, the music tells you how you should be either afraid or excited and curious or anything. The music is so important. Oh, I love it. You can keep singing any songs that you want.
And that's number 6. Oh, by the way, Little Geek is the one that's in the chat, is the one that made that 3D printed owl.
Oh, that's impressive. Nicely done, Little Geek. We got to see your artwork. Fantastic job. And coming in with the fact that you can milk them for the venom. Okay. You can milk them for the venom and use the chemical base to make an anti-venom.
I also forgot to mention he made that Twitch logo as well right there.
Dang.
That's 3D printed as well. Yeah.
Impressive. Brains and art all together. Okay, that puts us at
number 7.
Yes, okay.
We're at 7. We're 7.
Here, if you hold up the finger 2, I'll hold 5, then we'll have 7 up together. We did it.
Okay, 7.
There.
But that looks like an L.
Yeah, it does.
There we
go.
That's better. I'm not calling you a loser.
Together we have a stream.
Okay, so number 7 is Arcade Paradise. And that's basically by Wired Games.
Okay.
And you start off as making, doing a laundromat simulator, doing laundry, and that's it. And then you start buying cabinets and making your own arcade. And then you get to play the games of the arcade in the arcade.
This sounds so cute in real life. Like you start off with a laundromat so you can get money to start building your own arcade that you've always wanted to open in your hometown.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Okay. That's cute. I like that. All right. That puts us at 8 now.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Everyone criticizes me for this one, but it's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games.
Why that went over all the other Final Fantasies? Like that's not even the one in the remake.
First ever Final Fantasy game. That's why.
Okay.
I had it for the GameCube. Hi, Justina. How are you?
So there's nostalgia there. That's like, it's where I first began.
Yeah. The cool thing about that one is that everyone's like, that's not a Final Fantasy game. You're holding a whole jar and you're like fighting with magic only. I'm like, but it makes it, that's like the most challenging part of the game. And I just remember having it on GameCube.
It's a memory that you will never forget. All right. Yeah. So then have you played the other Final Fantasies?
I just finished Rebirth, which took me 3 months to finish, which was fun.
Fair. You took your time. Yeah. It's not a rush.
Oh, I love the Queen's Blood. Queen's Blood got me hooked. And then fighting the bosses was tough too.
That's fair. Oh, okay. All right. We'll count this. 9. So it kicked everything off. Yeah. Nostalgia, big part. 9. Okay. 9.
Resident Evil 4.
Oh.
Yes. That's my favorite Resident Evil game. That's also my mom's favorite Resident Evil game because they curse in Spanish.
Okay.
Cógelo, mátalo. Oh wait, that's okay. I could play that Hispanic Heritage Month.
There, you found it. You found your answer. See, it's through these conversations.
I already have it planned, so I totally forgot that they do speak in Spanish that game, so that works. Hispanic Heritage Month and horror. Bam.
It all comes together.
That's great.
It's beautiful. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'll be honest.
I'm so happy that just Okay, and my top number 10 favorite game. Let's see if anyone knows what it is.
Okay.
I don't even know what it is. No, I do know what it is.
You're like, let me think about it. Because let's we're not gonna 20 questions it, but is it from a AAA studio or is it from an indie game?
think it's from an indie game, if I
Okay.
remembered.
Is
Oh,
can you
no, it's not. Never mind.
not
Life is Strange. First one.
the first one? Life is
Life is
Strange.
Strange.
How?
So,
Okay, you got to
the
explain
book.
why that one at the top. Oh, I guess we should have just looked behind you for cues, huh?
Oh yeah, I have so many. I have so many. Like, look, that's Oh, you don't see it. Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Dark Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2. So
Okay.
that's like literally, and then this book right here. Oh,
Yep.
oh my
Knock
god.
it all over. I love the dedication.
This is my trademark, by the way. I trademarked my brand. But yeah, anyway. So this is the Life is Strange book, and the reason why I love this game so much
Hmm.
is the storytelling, and at the same time, yes, of course, it had like some like supernatural stuff,
Yeah.
but it has some like relatable like discussions and relatable situations in life, and like especially like being bullied
Hmm.
in school,
Yeah.
and then I like related to Kelly a lot, like in being like a girl and getting bullied. So that was definitely an interesting time. But this book literally like shows like all the history of the Life is Strange, and I
All
think
of
it's
this.
I love it. It's like one of my favorite things. My mom got it for me for Christmas. And yeah, it's number 10, Life is Strange, the first one.
I think that's wonderful. I think that also reminds me that, especially with a lot of the stories that we love, it's not just the game proper that we love to take in, but it's all of the media of it. It's the books, it's the music, it's the additional merchandise they make, it's the artifacts, the weapon replicas, magic item replicas, anything and everything from the game that allows us to understand the depth of world building that they put, because there's so much in it, not just the depth of characters, but the world in its entirety that make us want to explore it more, to understand it more. Mm,
Yeah. And the thing is with this story that you learn a lot about Max. And then of course before the storm, you learn about Chloe.
yeah.
And before the storm is my least favorite Life is Strange game. Don't ask me why. I'm not a fan of it. And then the new Life is Strange game that's coming out, it's a little questionable. And I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. But I'm still gonna play it because
Fair.
I love Life is Strange. But I'm a little biased because when I played this game, I saved Chloe. So why Chloe's not in the second game unless she is in the game and they're just keeping it, developers are like
Mhm.
hush hush and it's a secret. So we'll find out.
Okay.
Because they did that like little twist. Like I have honorable mentions. I have 4 honorable mentions. The 4 honorable mentions I'm going to mention is I know I could talk about games all day.
I love
You
though
pick
that
the
you have a
best
set list. Most
person.
people are like, I got to think about what my top ones are. And you're like, I already have 10 and then I have 4 backup. Here we
Yup.
go. This
The
is your
Walking Dead
dissertation.
Telltale series is my favorite. I love the Walking Dead series.
Okay.
Clementine is my homie. I love Clementine.
All right.
Second honorable mention.
This is, you have your own award ceremony.
I do, right? Like these are game of the years
Yeah.
in my
No,
eye.
no voting. You are the only decider of who wins these awards. Okay, who's our second honorable mention?
You crack me up. Now I can't think.
This is all you. Okay, this is amazing.
It is. All right, so yeah, The Walking Dead has an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I had the name of the game on the tip of my tongue, and now I can't find it.
It's like because I
It's
made you
great.
laugh. I'm so sorry.
You did make me. This is gonna bother me now that I can't think about it.
I
My
want
goodness
you
gracious.
as you're thinking. I'm just gonna make this wish list, especially because we have so many of your community members in chat. I need you to do an award ceremony once a year where there are no votes.
No,
No,
oh,
no votes,
you know
but
what's
you
funny?
just dress up full like prom garb and you announce as if it's a surprise to you two as to who won in each envelope for the different categories.
You know what's the funny? I'm so toxic. So what I do in my stream, I make a poll,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, okay, guys, vote. And I'm like, too bad, none of your choices matter. I pick my own choice.
So this is right up your alley. This is you. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. Yeah. I want to attend this award ceremony. Please let me know when it will be hosted. It's true. No one's denying.
My
I
wallet is crying for all the games that's coming out. Like, I still need to get Epic Mickey rebrushed. I
Mhm.
still need to get the Mario Party, the
Mhm.
new one coming out.
Yep.
Life is Strange, Sonic
Mhm.
Shadow Generations,
Mhm.
Silent Hill 2, Until Dawn remake. What's the other one? There's another one.
I
Oh,
don't
Mario Luigi Brothership,
Are you gonna have
whatever it's
enough
called.
time to play all of them?
No.
Okay.
I still have games that
Yeah,
are
what
unopened.
was the list? You have like 1,000 games, 400 completed. Oh. I need this as a library. No, that's a hard thing when we just buy them on Steam. Like you can put them away and you don't see them. You need some visual reminder in front of you to be like, play me. There it
Still
is.
unopened.
It's right there. One little Paper Mario hidden back in its corner. You just tuck that sucker away to be forgotten again for another.
No, but the best thing about being a streamer is, requesting keys from Keymailer, Woovit, and then you're hoping that you get rejected, but like, nope, you gotta play this.
Nope, you've been accepted. It's fine. Has there ever been a game? You don't have to call out when you got accepted.
I will call out. I don't care. I will call
fair,
it out.
fair. Well, honest reviews, right? That's part of it. That's the value of it. That you're like, I can't believe I did this. I will never get that hour of my life back.
So I didn't read a description of the game.
Okay. Bless
and
you.
it was a sussy game.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh man.
And it's called Battle Gal.
Battle Gal?
Battle Gal. Yeah. So yeah, is it
That's-
Battle Gal?
I wanna hear that one again.
I'm trying to remember. No.
The big exhale as you prepare for this.
Anime Girls. Hold on. Has
Okay.
Anime Girls. What is the name of that game? It's gonna bother me.
Little
Gun. That's what it's called. Gun.
Gal gun. Okay. Gal gun. So I'm assuming it's a gal with a gun?
No.
What?
No. You're cute. There's cupids around.
Okay.
And you gotta poke the girls in inappropriate spots in the game. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
What? Why does that sound like a game that belongs on a porn site? No.
Apparently it's welcome on Twitch, but it's very gal gun. Yeah. And you know what's funny is that I did speak to the developer in Anime NYC, which was hysterical. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm not gonna get accepted for this game.
Yeah.
And then when I remembered and I saw, he's like, hey, I spoke to you at Anime NYC. You were very interested in my game. I didn't know what it was. It was cute anime girls.
Yeah,
What do you expect?
Like they look cute. I love the art style. Absolutely. Let's see what these girls can do. Nope. No.
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 So basically, these girls are obsessed with you, and you have to like shoo them away by poking them away. Yeah. That's definitely one questionable game that I've ever.
Did you have to do like the tutorial live with everyone of like,
Yes.
arc?
Oh, the best part is I had to do it twice because the first content was not suitable because my microphone was not loud enough, so I had to redo it again. So I made sure my microphone was loud. I send them 30 minutes of gameplay because I was never gonna play the game again.
Yeah. Here it is. We did it.
Another game that was similar to that is Momo X. And that is basically an anime girl puzzle game. You should always read descriptions before you test these games, boys and girls.
The lesson is there. I mean, I can see why they picked you because they're like, oh, if we can get girls to play this game, it kind of feels like it's been greenlit.
I play visual novels, and my visual novels could be extremely sussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are fun. Some very great stories.
Novels. Very sussy
Very
stories.
sussy stories.
So fun.
But if that's all there, like was there a story beyond just like
I just found my honorable mention. The letter. The letter is a great
Let's
honorable
separate
mention.
these two very distinctly. Good, the letter.
Bad, Galgun.
Galgun. It wasn't the right match for you. We'll say that. It was not the game you wanted to play.
No, not a game that people were visually like expecting me to play because I'm a wholesome streamer.
Oh my goodness. That is a hoot and a half. But like that's the challenges you're going through and you're making content, right? And you've accepted this gig and that's the challenge. Like it's a contract. So you got to move through with the contract.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Oh, you are a professional. I love it. I would love to hear the commentary and to see you have to just navigate that as deftly as you can.
The best part, they call me the glitch queen. I'm always finding glitches in games.
Yeah. That takes a talent. That's not easy. Not everyone can find it, or like the invisible walls or the spots that you can drop into. So you're kind of like that perfect tester.
Yeah. And I have sometimes the developer on stream with me so they can witness that I find a glitch.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun to do because I love interviewing game developers while I play their game.
Yeah.
It's like, they're like underappreciated. And I just want to show them like, hey, I really like your game. And having you here and then people asking questions about your game because there's future developers out there. Yeah. Maybe there's future voice actors, maybe, and you could learn and it's a learning experience because streaming is an entertainment, but at the same time, it's a way to educate others and to showcase talent.
Yes. I think that's a way to help humanize. Like sometimes when we see games, we just see the game and we don't see the people behind it who put their thoughts and passions and hours and effort into it, even if it is just creating anime women to poke. Right? Somebody had a dream there.
Oh my gosh, is that gonna be the joke of the night?
So we'll let it rest in this first half, but in other games too, especially like those of your top 10 or even your honorable mentions, which we still are needing 2 more. You had mentioned 4.
2 more.
Yeah. Like that. They're individuals whose stories stick with you that you want to go back and you revisit time and time. They're those stories that you recommend to other people. And so it's such a wonderful thing that in your podcast, right, that you want to highlight the people that put the work behind it that make it so enjoyable for us. All right, let's hear your 2 honorable mentions.
Oh, I had a question for you because it popped in my head.
Yeah, go for it.
Are you the type of person that when you finish a game, do you watch the whole entire credits or you be like, no, I don't want to watch this. I just want to, get this over with.
If I like the game, like if I thought this was a work of art, every single name needs to go across my screen.
Oh, so my rule is that if I don't see credits, I didn't officially finish the game, so I have to watch the whole full credit.
That's fair. That's like that's the finale, like the end. Yeah. Yes, and I think that's a good way in which you show respect. For so many, like you don't know who works on it until you see one little line in a credit that is subject underneath a number of other names behind it, but they deserve it. They deserve to see their name and to get credit for the work that they've done. I think that is such a very important and not even spicy take. That is a solid, good, respectable take. That's good.
I'm actually cheating right now, by the way, looking at Twitch tracker, seeing what games I played.
Like, where was I? Let me find this out. Listen, you hyped me up. I'm ready. You've got a final list here.
Yeah, I gotta know what games interest you and which one you'll try on your own stream.
That's true. Oh, and Little Geek does point out there are plenty of games that also give you an achievement if you watch all of it. Which I think, I like that. It's like ding.
Some of them have that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm an Xbox achievement hunter.
Yeah.
All right. Another honorable mention is Eternites. So that's ETERNIGHTS.
What is
it? It is a dating hack and slash game.
The perfect combo.
It was actually free for Amazon Prime members last week. But yes, it's a hack and slash dating game.
Who did you end up romancing in it?
The pop star.
The pop star. Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing another playthrough because I want to platinum it on PS5. Because I had it for Steam.
Okay.
This K-mailer rejected me, and I don't know why, but I ended up buying it. And then I ended up seeing that it was free, so I downloaded it on Epic, which to claim it, just so I have it. Mm-hmm. I bought it for PS5, physical copy, so I could do a platinum run on it.
You for sure have it. Yes. I've been told to ask you about the KFC visual novel. Is this the Colonel Sanders dating sim?
Colonel Sanders finger licking good.
Oh, they make him look very good. It's very distracting as a dating sim though, because you don't get to choose anyone else though.
No, it's a very linear story, but that one's so much fun.
It is.
Especially Dream Daddy. Dream Daddy is one of my favorite visual novels, which is also by the Game Bakers.
Oh, there you go.
One of my favorite developers. But my most honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The most honorable mention out of the honorable mentions. This is the most honorable.
I'll make it 5. Okay. So
she's adding to this list as we're going
because I'm looking at it right now.
We're reading the pages as the author's typing.
So this is an indie game called Indivisible. It's a great indie platformer, great voice acting.
Okay.
The main actor who's in the voice acting of the game is one of the twins in Tell Me Why.
Okay.
Which I didn't know that. One of my viewers told me that.
Nice.
And it's a very cute, challenging platformer game, over 67, 70 hours, but it's definitely a great type of game.
Okay.
And then number 5 is Cult of the Lamb. I love Cult of the Lamb.
That has been on my playlist for so long and I haven't. I hear it's adorable. It's super fun. Your headphone cords are not long enough.
I'll make it long.
Okay, so here's our lamb with the hat and the full look.
So the hat is actually signed by all the developers when I met at PAX East.
Okay, that's amazing.
And then, yeah, that's Lammy. I spent a good penny on him, but it was worth it.
Okay.
This is our good old savior, Lammy.
And signed, very adorable, and now you have to make room. Yes.
And we have Wumpus from Discord.
There we go. Everyone's got their place. I feel like you could do a stream where you're just showcasing and introducing us to all of your stuffies. Oh my gosh,
it'll be too many hours.
Like here, and here's this one. And then you bring up another.
So I'm going to tell you a fun story. Like each owl, and I don't remember their name. So if I don't remember the name, I'm sorry. Every time I get a new owl, my mom buys me an owl. I show it on stream, and the one who types the name on the chat, that's the name it gets.
Okay. So they do get named.
That's how Humbly got his name.
You need to write them on like their little tags.
Well, work. I have a book. I should.
You have a pen holder where you could put the pen to write their names in.
The pen holder. I didn't know that was a pen holder, by the way, little geeks. Just FYI. That went over my head. And there you go. I gave a whole list of 15 games.
15
suggestions.
15. That is incredibly impressive. I love that you pulled it out. Gave good in-depth analysis behind why they're enjoyed as well. I mean, this is why your content is so enticing. It's not just here I am playing a game, but you have reasons. You've put thought. You know why it's a good match, why you enjoy it. You have an analytical mind that helps you approach and understand the value of these stories and why they're not just playable, but replayable in many people's capabilities. So I love this. Let's take a little bit of a 5-minute break, a breather break. Even though we're feeling good, we never push ourselves to exhaustion. And when we come back, I want to talk about your podcast. I want to know more about the interviewing you've been doing, right? The stories and your story behind that as well. So good friends, we'll be back in a hot minute. Don't go too far. We'll see you all soon. Guess what, friends? We're back. Surprise! I mean, you should have known because we had announced it at the end of the last half, so you should have guessed that we would return. But in case you didn't, we have returned as promised. We're here having a fantastic conversation with Ale. I want to talk to you about your podcast. I love the content that you make as a whole as you play games, right? But also, your podcast has been a wonderful deep dive into the individuals behind the games, the stories, the TV shows that we love. Now, when you started this, what made you go, all right, let's get these game devs in. Let's find these voice actors. What kind of story were you hoping to hear from them?
So it all started when I started going to conventions, like local conventions like Anime NYC, Play NYC, PuchiCon, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then PAX East is where I met all like the cool game developers. And I was thinking, like, I'm always seeing like content creators walking up to them, interviewing them,
Mm-hmm.
but I get too shy because of all like the background noise and everything. And I didn't have the technology to do it back then.
Yeah.
So I just give them my business card of like, hey, if you want to be interviewed on stream in your own comfort in your own home, be my guest. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I get an email here and there, or maybe I don't get answers, but it's really rewarding when they'll like hit me up on Discord, like, hey, we met here and here, and I'm so down to do this interview with you. So, and here's my game, here's my Steam key because you're interested in my game.
Yeah.
So just taking their time of day just to talking about their game and just being vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
because the internet could be a really harsh place. But I told them no, it's chill. I call myself I'm an established streamer. I'm not a baby streamer. I'm not a small streamer. I'm an establishing streamer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning every day. Everything's like a learning lesson. So I do that, and it's so fun. Now with voice actors and that kind of thing, that's a little different. That sometimes I get the privilege to be able to talk to them in person and give them a business card here and there and then talk to them. Or I'm one of those annoying people that sends them a whole essay of who I am and what I do and be like, okay, I'm going to wing it and get an email and all of a sudden get an answer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I could tell you I got one rejection. It was the voice actor of Max from the Goofy movie.
Yeah. Max from the Goofy movie would have been really cool. I mean,
he rejected me, but the
Okay.
thing he said to me was very nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing podcasts at the moment, no interviews at the moment. However, when you grow your space and you grow more confidence, because he watched my VODs apparently, I would be gladly to be interviewed you in the future. So maybe
Dang.
next year, maybe the following
Yeah.
year, maybe whatever. But the thing, he took time to answer me
Yeah.
personally. That was really, really awesome. I even took a screenshot. I'm like, oh, look who answered me on Discord.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is Discord only. Like, look who answered me. And it was pretty
Mhm.
cool. And of course, he
Aw.
played the cat in Hocus Pocus.
Same individual? I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That is actually
Yeah.
really cool. But I love that.
Yeah.
And you're right, like whether it is asking people to come join you for your podcast, or I think this also relates to individuals like when we're applying for interviews, for jobs, it's just nice to have a response. But like, I hear you, I see you, right? Here's where we're at right now. Here's where we can say yes, right? That allows the conversation to move forward to know here's what I need to do. Here's how I can get that yes in the future. And that is so much more hopeful than just saying no and having a closed door and never seeing that being able to be open again. I love that. So how sweet.
Yeah, that's very memorable to me, and I will never forget that. So the one of the first interviews I ever done,
Mhm.
I'm going through my list right now because I have horrible memory. Let's see. Ooh, I've done a lot. I think
Yeah,
I did
you
9
have, because you've
interviews so
done
far.
game devs, you've done a lot of voice actors, not just for games themselves, but also like Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, right? So some of our favorite
Yes.
animes are on that list. You've collected quite a few.
So my first interview was with John Swayze, who plays Crocodile on One Piece, and he also does Borderlands and Fairy Tale. And I had the honor to meet him at Coexist in New York. Was it last year or the following past year? Well, I remember he was in New York because his daughter was moving to New York, and I actually have an
Aw.
interview with her 2025 because she's been busy in the voice acting world.
Mhm.
She signed a poster
I love it.
right back there.
So he and his daughter
don't
do
wanna
voice
pull it.
acting, and they're all
Yeah, they do voice acting together. They're from Texas. That was my first ever voice actor interview. My
Okay.
second one was Stephanie Nadonley, which I'll be interviewing again because she is in that new Dragon Balls show. So we're gonna have another thing to talk about. And she plays little Goku and little Gohan.
Oh.
So and she actually did we did a Kamehameha at the end of the interview, which is so cool.
Okay, that's very cute. You didn't want to try to do the timed. Oh, sorry, I should face it this way. If we were trying to, what is it called?
Oh, like Trunks and the thing,
Yes.
the tag team thing.
Yes,
that
where
they
we
do?
have to synchronize
do
the
it.
dance. Yeah, there we're close. Don't ask me what the rest of the dance moves were to it though.
I was not planning to do anything that way. And then I interviewed a voice actress who was Paimon. She's also a Twitch. They, I always forget, they are a Twitch partner streamer.
Awesome.
Karina, and they play Paimon in Genshin Impact.
Oh.
Yeah, and also did Sailor Moon and did Netflix shows and stuff.
Just a few others. No.
And I interviewed Chuck Huber, also from Dragon Ball Z, and he does Android, the voice of Android 17.
Okay, which is both the androids are super cool, so I think that's a fair choice.
Yeah, and then I interviewed a voice actress who was in The Walking Dead Final Frontier. She plays the love interest.
Oh.
And then I did Bowser's voice actor. that was a fun one.
In the game, not Jack Black, right?
No, the game. He was not happy about Jack Black, to be honest. And then
he's done the voice. I feel like I'd be a little hurt too. Like, oh, you have Bowser's voice already casted. You could have just used it.
Okay. I'm in my 30s. I don't want to give away your age. Do you remember the Barbie movies?
Yes.
I interviewed Mark Hildreth, who plays Prince Philip in the Barbie movies, and he's from Canada.
Oh,
I was fangirling. I'm like, oh my God, I had a crush on you as a kid.
I bet he's like, yeah, I get that a lot. You know, like,
he was the sweetest. Oh, that was such a fun one. And then my last ever interview was Allison, who plays Nurse Joy in Pokemon. So if you ever want to see these interviews, they are uploaded on Twitch and they will never go anywhere forever, because I learned that if you upload highlights, they stay there forever.
They don't expire. None of that 2-week nonsense. It's here forever.
Ever. And then, of course, I interview game developers, mostly indie game developers. I don't interview big game developers because I want to give the spotlight to indie games.
Fair.
And then I interview streamers, like what you do.
Yeah, here we are. But so you've collected a plethora of voices in it. What has been rewarding to you as you've collected and interviewed again and again and again?
Building my self-confidence, like being able just to, it's different when you're talking and playing a video game when you're actually having a person, because I actually get a lot of anxiety. This is why I mute my voice chat when I play like Valorant or Call of Duty. I only have my Discord chat with certain people voices that I'm used to. I can't hear too many voices all at once, because then I get really, really bombarded, and then I just want to shut off everything and shut myself out the world for a few days. But just being able to have that self-confidence and being able to take initiative, ask questions, maybe questions that they never heard, or maybe questions they have heard, but people that have not heard who these, like they've seen the visual of the character, but they never seen the actual person who plays their voice. So it's an experience for myself, an experience for those who witness it in my channel.
Yeah. How exciting. Like you're like opening a door to be like, come in, let me introduce you to this community, right? Let's hear your story and to advance it. But I love also sharing like how it's impacted you, right? As you develop your confidence in this space. Because I remember you talking at the very beginning, you know, being depressed, you just had this microphone, and how now you're in this part where you're going up, not only just interviewing people, but you're going to conventions live where there's already a ton of energy, lots of people talking all around, and you're saying, hey, let's have a conversation. Like you're sharing your business card. That takes confidence. And for good reason, you should have it, but it's exciting to see you actually act upon that.
And the thing is that building a brand and streaming itself, you could put this in your resume. So this could definitely give you opportunities to either have your own panel or maybe do public speaking or just do anything in that sense, to have that comfort and at the same time that experience. So if they see you have that experience, you have more chances to be selected for those type of opportunities.
That's true. Now, you've done panels before. Well,
Yeah.
is there a particular panel that you really enjoyed? You're like, I'm so glad I'm chosen in this. I have a voice in this space. I have something to say. And also, cheers to your mama that joins you in all these conventions. And
Oh, mama, don't call me out. But yes. So I prefer so I've never done a physical panel until like year 2022, but I used to do like all these like collaborations online because that's
Mhm.
panels
Oh
too.
yeah.
That's collaborations.
Hmm.
But I think my most favorite one I did was TwitchCon 2022, which was the indie game spotlight, which I'll post the link in our little thing
Ooh,
here.
yes.
Which was really cool because I actually got to pick who got to join me. So I picked one of my friends from Canada, Mortal Paralyte,
Hmm.
and then I met this gamer from a mutual streamer, Capri Sun Poppy, which I did a lot of like game shows with him and stuff, and
Hmm.
a lot of collaborations. And we became close. And she said, "Yeah, I want to be part of it." So
Yeah.
I had her, and then Twitch added a well-known person known as Jason from IGN and and I'm like, oh, cool. We have someone that's gonna be well known, unlike us. But it helped a lot. There was a balance, and
Mhm.
it was a packed room. I think my mom counted over 100 people in our room. It was over
Wow.
capacity. So it was a really cool experience. But my first ever panel was in a small local con called PucciCon,
Hmm.
which I talked about how Kingdom Hearts, pros and cons of Kingdom Hearts, of like what to love and what to hate about it. So
As a
that was
whole,
a
or
fun
just the
one.
second Kingdom Hearts?
Oh no, in a whole, like
As a
the
whole.
whole story. Like how is such a confusing story
Yeah,
that we still can't figure out to this day, and why Kingdom Hearts 4 is taking forever.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But I love that because, like, then you get a good variety. It sounds like when it comes to panels, you enjoy the opportunity of having your voice in this space and being an influence, right? Because you've been creating content, and to be able then to be given these platforms, right? You really have taken advantage to make sure that they do good work in this space. Uh, Especially when we were like counting like the 100 people in there. What was it like emotionally to be in that room, to be seated at that table, and to see so many attentive listeners?
My goodness, it was very rewarding. Number
Oh,
one, and number two, it was eye opening, especially the fact to know that there are so many others out there that loves indie games as much as I do.
oh,
So that is a really cool eye opener, and just to have people willing to listen to my thoughts and giving like different like honorable mentions to like Keymailer, Woovit,
mm-hmm.
different sites to be able to get free game keys or to showcase their games and what they play as a content creator. So it doesn't look too plain
Mm-hmm.
and to those who don't know who they are as a creator and they know how to present themselves as a creator.
Yeah. I think that's so smart because, when people become content creators, it's not like, all right, I turn on my computer, press play on the game and start streaming, and suddenly I get a manual of like, here's how you do it. Here's how you make this financially sustainable for you. Here's how you start doing marketing for yourself. It's so much that you have to figure out on your own, or you have to hope on the goodwill of content creators, other fellow content creators, to talk and share, hey, these are the resources that I use. Here's what has been worth it for me to spend money on or spend my time on. Here what are things that you can skip over or aren't as important. Right? There's such power in the information that you garner through experience. And so you having to provide that, that's, I can't imagine how useful that there's so many. I imagine there's content creators that come up and say, thank you for letting me know about this, or I didn't know that this tool was out here, or that this resource was available, because it makes a world of difference, especially because so many people do have to sacrifice other things, other hobbies or interests or job preferences, to be able to risk to follow a dream like this. That's not easy. Sorry, you keep drinking your
It's not
water.
one bit. Yeah, I need to hydrate. It is one. It is not, but sadly, I can't find it because Twitch actually replaced everything with 2024 stuff. But the good news is I have it on my Google Drive, so I can send it to you later.
There we go. Now I am getting a small here. Hold on, let me wave at me for a second because I want to make sure. Okay, good. I thought there was like a slight lag, and I wanted us to fix it just for a hot second. But you're coming in smooth. You're good to go. When for you, as you've been growing as a content creator as well, what are resources or places that you go to help get inspiration of saying, all right, I can do this. Where do I learn the next challenge or the next tool or the next resource? How do I become a better interviewer? How do I become a better whatever it is? Because as we all know, in any professional space, whether it's content creation or not, there's always that challenge to make sure that you're pushing yourself further, to learn something new. And that's how you continue to get better and grow and get further along to wherever we want to be. What are your sources of inspiration, of information? And she pulls out actual books. I love this.
I read this book
There's a
twice.
Twitch for dummies?
Yes, there is.
I had no idea.
It's acting for dummies. So yeah, these are the 2 books that I read.
Okay.
And
I love that.
TikTok helps a lot too.
Yeah.
Because the short form content, it just instills in your brain. I can't watch you. I used to love YouTube, but when people just like brag the subject and they don't go to the point on YouTube, it's like, okay, you just wasted 10 minutes of my life and I had to watch all these ads so you could get paid. Good for you. But at the same time, when I watch TikTok, straight to the point, do this, use Canva, use this, then implement that, and then do blah, blah, blah. I'm like, thank you.
Yes. Save me time. If I wanted a longer video, I'd go to YouTube. TikTok is get to the point now.
Now YouTube has 10 minutes now, and they do drag as well. But as soon as I see like the 15 seconds, 1 minute, I make sure I go check that out.
I think people often forget that TikTok can be a source of information like that. I know for me personally, it's a place where I see all my funny dog videos and cosplays that I love to admire. But it is a wealth of knowledge on the professional side as well of like, hey, here are techniques for voice acting or voice acting challenges. Hey, this is a new thing, like as you mentioned with Canva. I have recently started going down the Excel route. Had no idea what Excel was capable of.
Excel is great.
It can do so much more. Like I knew basic equations, but wow.
Excel's phenomenal. I use Google Sheets. It's like the equivalent to Excel because that's. But yeah, Excel is definitely great. Like my mom, I had to teach my mom how to use Excel sometimes. So that was really cool.
Share the knowledge.
I love Excel. Yeah, Excel is great, especially like to break down and to organize. That's how I use Google calendars and Excel to like maintain a schedule and everything that's organized, especially like bullet points and stuff. And I don't like numbers. Can't stand
Geeks
numbers.
on the other side love numbers, and you're like, I don't like them.
I use color code, so each box is a different color. Okay, that's what I use.
Well,
I make it pretty.
You give really good lists, so I'm going to challenge you to another list.
Oh, let's go.
For your stream, all right, when it comes to whether it's your podcast or your stream proper, what are the top 5 tools that you love that help you with your stream? Like whether it's the actual live stream or it's editing it or putting out on social media or whatever it is, what are the 5 tools that you're like, oh, this is a dream. If you are streaming, you might want to look at these. These are kind of like your must have items or tools or programs. Yeah, we love lists.
Oh boy. Okay, 5 things. Got it. So if I do editing on my phone, I use this app called Mojo. They have automated closed captions, which helps tremendously, and I pay for the pro, which is phenomenal. Especially with like, it makes it all really cutesy, and I don't have to do much. And if I do have to edit it, I just have to edit here, words in there, so that makes it really easy. So yeah, that's if I edit on my phone. Of course, I'm gonna be biased. I have the Adobe license, so I use Adobe Premiere Pro for my stuff.
It's the standard for most editors now. Yes,
it is. Yeah. And I still have no clue what I'm doing because it's really confusing.
But you know enough to be doing it.
But I know how to use Adobe Audition over Premiere. So I use Audition to like level up the voices and make sure that the voices don't overpower each other and stuff. So make a balance because sometimes the stream could go a little haywire and with sound quality. So those are 3. So those are 3 top things.
Okay.
I don't know what else because and then of course Canva. Canva is good for like a thumbnail.
So easy.
I use Canva Pro.
Yeah.
Bougie.
It's the best tool for non-designers.
Yeah, it is. Even though like I said, I have all the Adobe, like I have everything in front of me, the Adobe licenses, but they could be a really intimidating, especially there's so many buttons.
Yeah. It's too many options. Like when you're like, I just need a Twitter image, right? You don't need 50 million options or to create a brand new item or logo or separation. You're like, I just need to put these things together.
And then Hootsuite.
Ooh, Hootsuite. All right. That's your social media managing tool. All right. As somebody who used to do social media, I always love to know, like, are you Sprout social person? Are you Canva person? Are you Hootsuite person? There's Orca, right? It's amazing how many different tools there are out there, right? So Hootsuite, actually, no, now that I say that, of course it's Hootsuite. It's an owl. Of course it's Hoot. Is that how you chose it?
No. So I had to use Hootsuite in college.
Okay.
We had to use Twitter and we had to learn how to schedule tweets. And I'm like, Hootsuite's cool.
Yeah.
So I used Hootsuite to schedule everything.
Okay.
I used to pay for it, but I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for it anymore because now I have my own website that does with GoDaddy. So I pushed Hootsuite away and I use GoDaddy mostly now for everything. Oh, sorry, Hootsuite. But that's an honorable mention for Hootsuite because it is an owl.
Honorable mention.
So yeah. It was there, but it's not there anymore. So yeah, I use GoDaddy mostly.
Fair. When are you going to do a brand collab with Duolingo?
They want Dua Lipa. I don't know they want to do any deal with me. They're so obsessed with Dua Lipa. If you see their TikTok,
Oh yeah, they're very thirsty.
Reason. They're seriously thirsty. But oh man, Duolingo. If you see this, can you sponsor me? Because like all the owls, and I need to learn Spanish, and I would like to learn more languages as well. I kind of actually uninstalled Duolingo because it was annoying me. Because like, hey, you haven't done this in a while. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. Uninstall.
Yeah, they play on the guilt trip really hard. That's fair.
I do. And the thing is, it used to be free, but now everything is like pay. So I'm like, yeah, no, thank you.
Dang.
I'll stick to Rosetta Stone.
Well, let's talk to the dream then. All right. So these are the tools you use. This is what you've created now. Are there brands that you really want to work with or studios and games? Taco Bell. You're like, okay, I didn't even have to finish this. Whew.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. Why Taco Bell? Obviously, Taco Bell has worked with gamers in the past. They are old school with Xbox, right? They've seen that combination. For you, I love that the stream is on the iPad.
That's my mom.
Hi, Mama Dream.
Says hi. She says hi. She fixed it. Her screen went black completely, and I just left it, come back, and there we are.
IT support. I love it. So, okay, you did the Taco Bell application.
I was rejected. So that was for a Taco Bell social media job that they moved me out of San Francisco and everything. But no, but this was I want to sponsor.
Yes. Eat burritos on stream.
Yeah.
Those
absolutely.
Crunchwrap Supremes, amazing. What a dream.
I'm a big fan of the Dorito cheese tacos. And I still have to go to Taco Bell to try the Baja Blast Gelato. So
I'm sorry, what? I know the Baja Blast. Blasto what?
Gelato. It just came out a few weeks ago. Yeah. I haven't gone to Taco Bell yet. So, Mommy, you're hearing this. We got to go to Taco Bell this week.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do love Mountain Dew Baja Blast. That's the best. I was literally going to wear the Mountain Dew Baja Blast shirt, but you know what? We got to stay on brand.
No, you do. I'm very curious about this gelato now, and I'm skeptical.
I'm curious too, but I'll definitely post a review on TikTok to see if it's good or not. It's so good. Justina, no. Yeah, they're bragging about it in chat.
All right. I might have to do this tonight. You've convinced me. You should be sponsored by Taco Bell because I'm going to automatically go buy Taco Bell tonight.
I have a Taco Bell emote. Well, it's not really a Taco Bell emote. Oh, I totally forgot another honorable mention game, but you know what? We're going to skip it. I'm still going to mention it anyway. Untitled Goose Game.
Okay, that's fair. That one is all a category is on its own.
So it's the Taco Bell thing, but it's with the goose with the bell.
Oh my goodness.
Because, I want to, DMCA.
That's fair. And that's also as chaotic as a goose is. So I think this is appropriate. Yes.
And then we have me eating a taco. Because I'm always eating.
So you're like, I've been preparing for this. Taco Bell, please. the conversation. But we speak these things out loud. The more we talk about them, it lets them know that you're open to a sponsorship. All they have to do is say yes.
I have a Taco Bell floaty. I have a, hold on, wait.
The commitment is already here. Let us be clear. There's already, there's love towards Taco Bell already.
So I got a Taco Bell Crunch Wrap.
What is that, like a stress
It's
ball?
it's a squishy.
What do you even? I didn't. That's a thing you can buy.
Oh man.
Okay, that's wild. All right,
And then
this
I have a
is
channel
clear.
point redemption that says squeeze my taco. I can't find the taco, but
That's
yeah, I
not.
have a squeeze.
That's not what people are gonna. I love it. That's a good word choice there.
So chaotic.
Yes, this stream is a hoot. Doubly so because of all the owls. All right, so we got Taco Bell on the list, right? Clearly a great match for you. Big fan. Authenticity is there. What about on your podcast, right? You're taking a little bit of a breather right now, but if they're like, listen, if I could bring somebody on here that I've been really wanting to bring on, who would it be? Whose voice needs to be added to your list?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Like a well-known person or just like someone?
Anyone that you want. I do ask that they to narrow this down, they have to be alive, so you can't be like, I want to interview this dead person. If we have to put some parameters on this.
That makes sense. No,
Yeah.
I would. Oh man, there's two people I would love to like interview, and I love Lady Gaga.
Ooh, fair.
Love her. She's artistic and just
Mm-hmm.
she's wild.
Yes.
Great.
Very real in her conversations as well, and very thoughtful about how her message impacts her audience.
And she's very well spoken.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very excited about Joker coming out this week. So
All right, the musical.
yeah, she's gonna be singing. A lot of people are doubting it, but I think it's gonna be a hit.
Fair. If anything, it will feel strange, which I think is the objective of the movie.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I love musicals. Oh man, Broadway shows. The last Broadway show I just saw was Hamilton, which is phenomenal.
Oh, so yes, this is right up your alley. You're like, this is what I want to see. I think this is fantastic. But who's your second choice then?
Okay, second choice.
Lady Gaga is coming in hard. I love it. Say yes every time.
It's gonna be a land. That's gonna be tough. Lin-Manuel or Mommy was being interviewed.
All right, you just your mom's got ideas. You just watched Hamilton, so I understand. I understand.
He's phenomenal,
Yes.
especially his brain.
Yeah.
That he's from New York.
Mm-hmm. And another
definitely-
creative individual. All right, very fun.
Hispanic.
Embraces his career, has done a variety of projects. I even like this stuff
Encanto,
in Moana.
Moana.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Bruce.
Well, that was too catchy. I'm gonna have
It's
that stuck in my head from now on. Thank you.
You're welcome. We did meet him. That's right. So me and my mom had the honor to meet Lin-Manuel Miranda when he played with Suave in the Heights in Broadway show.
Oh, so now you have that. You're like, hold on, I saw you here. Let's bring you on the show. This is an easy transition. You should just tweet at him.
Not that easy.
Just tweet at him. Be like, hey.
No. Yeah, okay. That's definitely one guy that's really hard to read.
Probably.
His father. Maybe his father will answer me.
There, maybe if you can't get him, get his dad.
Imagine that would be a phenomenal stream. Lady Gaga, Lin-Manuel. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's front page right
there. You go.
Twitch.
That is, or Lady Gaga or Lin-Manuel's dad.
Hey, can't get the Lin-Manuel. We get the father who made Lin-Manuel. It's fair.
The makers of Lin-Manuel. You just. I mean, I would love to hear that interview, right? Like, because that's also an interesting take and a side of a story that isn't as mainstream. That could be fun and fascinating all on its own. You know what? That reminds me that maybe we should get your mom on the stream next. Move over, Ale. Let's get Mama Dream in here.
Oh boy.
Let's hear from her of what it's been like to go to conventions, to be in your chat, to have her own TikTok followers.
Oh, yep. Congratulations, Mom. I'm so proud of you.
There we go.
I've been bragging about your 1,000 followers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I literally said, like, if my mom could hit 1,000 followers, because I hear every time, like, it's hard to hit 1,000 followers on TikTok.
It is.
It's very hard.
Yes. Yes.
And she's been doing a phenomenal job. Her video has been hitting like over 6,000 views, 10,000 views, 300 likes and stuff. But she she knows how to play the game. She's been playing with the algorithm using these trending stuff
Yep.
and pissing off people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she's doing it for fun, but she's pissing off people at the same time. But she's enjoying it and she's being herself. She's
Mm-hmm.
not pretending to be anything. Like me, my content on my TikTok, I have 6,000 something followers.
Yeah.
Sorry, mom, I have more than you. But I post gaming content. So
Yeah.
my audience are gaming. Her content is towards like faith believers,
Mm-hmm.
Spanish speakers, and
Mm-hmm.
satire politics,
Yeah.
meaning she poke the fun at politics here and there.
I
So
love this. I think it's very fun hearing you talk about your content, about your mom's content. Like there's such mutual respect that you've had in this to see the journey you have and even her own journey and how it impacts who you are. What has it been like to have essentially two content creators in one household?
I don't consider her as a content creator, no offense. But I do want to say that before all this, she kind of doubted like this was
Yeah.
like, it was like, you're actually making money? Is this actually a job?
Yeah.
When I showed her my paycheck, she's like, yeah, keep doing this. Keep doing this. You got this, girl.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And this is when I was doing like contracts. Like I do sponsors here and there.
Yeah.
Like to me now, Twitch and streaming, since I'm blessed with a full-time remote job,
Mhm.
I do streaming as a hobby. I do have little money here and there, which is great. That goes back to streaming and paying my internet because God, that's so expensive.
Yes.
I am not a content creator. She's lying.
I don't know. Your 1,000 followers on TikTok might disagree with you.
But she enjoys it.
Yes.
She loves watching. She loves watching content, and she's inspired.
Mhm.
And I just love the fact that she takes initiative, and she is a very smart woman, and I love her to death. And I thank her every day for believing in me to continuing what I do, especially building a community. She is an educator. She I'm going to brag about you a little bit, so don't get embarrassed, mom. No, my mom is an educator. She was a teacher,
Yeah.
was an assistant principal in high schools.
Mhm.
Now she works for NYU as a research analysis person. So she's a pretty epic Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
So I love
yeah.
her to death. Yeah, you're honorable. You're more than an honorable mention. You're like you're top.
More
You're
than,
top.
you got to work on your categories. That's okay. Keep
I don't
workshopping
know
that.
what-
More than
I don't think
honorable
you can-
mention is not.
You can't categorize mommy. She's mom. She's top there.
She's up there. She's in her own category. But
Yeah.
I love this because obviously your mom has had a huge influence on you. You also have been quite the critical thinker when it comes to building your stream and knowing how you want to represent yourself, what you choose to share, what stories you tell. There's also on top of this that you've put considerations around the ethical decisions of whose story you tell, how you play those games, right? Even the decisions of what indie games now that you say yes to, right? Because you're bringing this in front of other people. There's that challenge. And when you've created your stream, have there been decisions along the way that you thought were particularly tough or that you're glad that you've made now that you see where you are?
I could give you 3 scenarios,
Ooh.
especially with Raid Shadow Legends.
That is a game. It loves their content creators. They pay out a lot.
They do.
If you perform and hit their metrics, right? So little background.
But yeah, that was one of my first sponsors that I did, and my viewers knew that I enjoyed it, but after a few hours, I'm like, okay, I'm way over this. Let's go back to our normal content, to our own programming.
Yes.
So yeah, that's one.
Okay.
Number 2 is getting rid of the negativity. Like I had to get rid of a few mods that felt power hungry, especially in my Discord and my Twitch alone, and literally had to ban them from my channel entirely.
That's tough because mods are individuals who you've brought in to say they're protectors of the culture, protectors of the stream, and to have them be roots of Discord, right? You get like, okay. But like that they create negativity. It's hard. It hurts because on a twofold level that they are doing something that is not positive and that they're a mod, and in having a position that they're in to offer that. That's not easy to do. Especially because you modded them because you trusted them.
Exactly. But they get, like I said, they get the ego too high, like, oh, I'm their favorite mod, blah, blah, blah. Number one, you never play favoritism when it comes to like your mods or
Mhm.
your Discord. You should always, everyone is equal as everybody
Mhm.
is there to watch you as a content creator. They might know of you, but they don't know you as a person.
Mhm.
So this particular mod knew how to push my buttons. I'm like, nah. I had a meeting with my mods. I'm like, this person got to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing it. You do it. So I made one of my mods get them out.
But that's smart. You have to make
Cooked up
sure
and
like
back hot.
you
Yeah.
can't let that negativity foster. And at a certain point, if people aren't willing to recognize that their actions are being harmful or exclusionary to other individuals, you got to say, then this isn't the right place for you. If you want to be that way, just not here. Yeah.
I really want Taco Bell because we talked about it.
This is the distraction. The Baja Blast Gelato. Blast Gelato. I'm
Yeah,
not
Baja
saying
Blast Gelato. It just popped in my head again. Like,
it's
oh
a
man,
gross word.
so
I don't like it. Blasciato? No. I don't know. It
That's
makes
good
me think of the
marketing.
Bellagio, but a grosser version, like extra letters. The Hotel Bellagio. And instead, Belastiagio. I don't know. I'm making up things. I have no idea. I'm going to have to see the actual spelling of this.
Gelato's Gelato.
Gelato. Baja
Like
Blast.
Baja Blast, BAJA, and then Blast, BLAST.
Blast
And then
Gelato.
Gelato.
I don't like it. But that doesn't mean it doesn't taste great.
Someone said it tastes great, so I'm gonna go with their opinion.
We'll trust on this end. Now you said 3, but maybe I misheard. Do you have 3?
I did say 3, yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it was the first one was about the about that, and then the second one was about the mod.
Raid Shadow Legends, and then the second one was about mod toxicity and making sure we have individuals who are positive, promoting, creating a space that's welcoming, and ultimately a space that you want to hang out in. Makes sense. Fair enough. If you don't want to hang out there, nobody else is going to want to hang out there either.
Yeah. And the third one is game developers, man. I love them, and I
some of them we can lift up.
I literally so I woke up this morning, got an email, and the first email I got was like, have you played my game yet? I'm like, dude, I just got back from TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Still a little bit.
We're gonna be okay.
I want to have a clear mind when I play the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to feel like pressured. Like one of my good friends said in like my little mini interview, like, if you treat this as a job, it's not going to be fun anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I do treat it as a business. There's a difference between treating it as a business than treating it as a job.
That's a good take.
I treat this with respect, and I treat it as like as a role model, and at the same time I branch myself as the way I want to, not for people who want me to do their own ways. I do it my way because it's my content, my creativity.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, when it comes to just streaming that content, there's certain games developers sent me that I don't want to play. But you know, there's dollar signs. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll like it.
Yes.
And then I play it and I'm like, this was the game ever. So bad.
But that's such an appropriate and honest conversation, because I think sometimes people think like you only play the games that you want to play. But when you're trying to make a living from this, or at least have it be financially sustainable for the amount of hours you're in, you have to make choices to say, maybe this isn't the right fit, but the money isn't enough enticing that I'm going to at least give it a shot. And there's nothing wrong in doing that, especially if you don't have all the information and you're like, maybe it could be a good fit. It doesn't hurt to try for a certain price point. You just have to determine what's the right price point for you to risk that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've been learning how not to sell myself short, because as I started as a content creator, I sell myself short. And then when I went to these panels and learning, like, you could totally charge way more than that as you're charging. I'm like, wait, really? And I didn't know that because, you know, I put that mindset like, I'm a small streamer. No one's going to watch me. This, that. And then the thing is that the developers don't care about the viewers or anything. They care about either engagement and care about you as a content creator if you could sell the game, because they could use this content for marketing or for showcases or advertisements and stuff like that. Because we're basically free billboards for these developers. if
Mhm.
you think about it. We are interactive billboards showcasing their games, either for a free game key or for a small price free game key and an affiliate link that you give out to your.
That's such a smart and important point that as content creators, it can be hard to discover how much you should be valuing the work that you provide financially. It's not like there's a public list of saying, like, here's how much we're paying all other content creators, right? Those are typically just private contracts or outputs that they give. And you can't compare, like, oh, you've been charging this per hour. Oh, right. Is it right? And that's where it can make it difficult for us to decide or know until we start talking out loud to go, oh, I'm undercharging. I don't know. I've been leaving money at the table, right? And that's a hard thing to discover. How did you, so you mentioned like panels were when you discovered, hey, this is where I should actually be charging myself.
Like learning about how make media kits and
Yes.
implementing your social media
Mm-hmm.
to be welcoming to those, like having a business email or having just any way for direct contact to you,
Mm-hmm.
not a third party place to contact you. Like they go to a Twitch chat, I'm like, hey, play my game.
Yeah.
I have that several times happening to me. I'm like, I have an email, I have a website. Message me off stream. I don't want to talk about it now.
Yeah.
There's a time and place for everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you're in that momentum, you do not want to fill the momentum just for one person
Yeah.
because they want their game to be marketed by you.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to work with someone like that because that's a pushy person.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's disruptive and just sees you as something like, let me use you as a tool instead of seeing you as the person who can bring their material to life, bring that quality, right? As Mama Dream kind of pointed out there, that you are putting on a show. And just like you wouldn't want somebody coming in while you're promoting their game to come in and interrupt and talk about things that are separate from that, right? It's like, then don't
Ooh,
do it to my current stream.
bad etiquette. But the funny thing is, I became friends with this developer, and his game is actually pretty fun. So I'm not mad at it. But
Sometimes we got to learn. We're not always the best. So that doesn't mean you're a bad person, but it's like, okay, now you know better.
Yeah. And then the best thing is not only the games could be able to be showcased, but actual products. Like if you do TikTok, the
Mhm.
TikTok shop. Okay. Tell me, are you a culprit of the TikTok shop, Caustic?
I've not used any of it. I've been
I'm so proud of
skeptical.
you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. I
There's
do a
been
lot of
there's been a lot
sponsors
of
for them.
temptations, but the idea of putting my credit card into another social media app makes me very hesitant.
Oh, I didn't have to do that because I get sponsors by the companies themselves and
Oh.
I get the free stuff and I have to make a video for them like, hey,
Yeah.
check out this product. It's fantastic. It does this to your hair and blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
So yeah. So I do one video and then boom. Yeah. I'm wearing the hype boosting shoes right now. Oh no.
Very-
I've seen that. Now that I mentioned it, it's probably gonna pop up in my For You page.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate
We've seen
that.
those TikToks. We've seen those. But like that's where you have to decide, right? Once again, what's the right fit for you, right? When you apply for those key streams, when you apply for the free products on TikTok, like you have to make the decision of, is this something that I want to share? Is this something I want to bring to my stream? Or when you reach out and you're sending messages to people, it's not just this is somebody I want to interview, but this is somebody I think my community should and wants to hear their voice from, hear their particular side of the story. And that's a constant research process that you have to go through. I remember back at the first half you mentioned like how you choose is through a lot of research of figuring out who's the studio behind this, what other work have they done, what kind of game is it, because you've burned once, right? You're like, we learned our lesson. And that's part of that responsibility, that ethical challenge that you have. At 6:30.
Absolutely. That's pretty funny. But I prefer TikTok shop over Temu 100%. So it's
That's
fine.
fair. Fair.
That's
Well, and
my
TikTok
preference.
Shop still works with people from all over. Temu is just Asian markets, right?
They work. No, they work with anyone because,
Temu does.
for example, I could build my own TikTok shop and sell my own merch.
Yeah, that TikTok Shop does. Temu is not though. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
so that's why I prefer TikTok shop because
yeah.
you actually could actually have an individual shop.
That's
Because there's a
fair.
lot of artists that makes like their little crochet stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a. I don't know. That's just my preference. But yeah, TikTok
Sure.
shop definitely like as soon as you open it, you see like
Mm-hmm.
paid. You're like,
It has to come up.
oh boy.
Yeah. But that's part of the ethical responsibility is that people know like that you got the product for free or that you paid for it because it helps people feel that they can trust and how that might influence your decision. And of course, it also helps that you've been consistently honest, right? I appreciate that you're like out here when where there are situations that you didn't like as much, you're like, here, let me name the games that I did not enjoy. Let me talk about the products I didn't enjoy. And that builds your authenticity. So when you do leave reviews, people believe it. That's why your word is valuable, that you're not just saying, well, they paid me for it, so I give a 5-star review, right? That it does nothing long term.
I get chewed on for my Steam reviews sometimes because I'm a little too honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I write full on sentences. They're like, oh, AI wrote this. I'm like, no, I didn't. I wrote this myself.
I've got a critique, but I'm going to put it in a nice MLA format for you. You're welcome. Okay.
Oh my goodness. And then they report me and I'm like, this is not. And I show them like how, and they're like, and they apologize. And then they notice what was messed up. It was mostly either a glitch or a bug or something that a patch that they put in the patch actually messed up the game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty fun, especially Steam.
It's a constant conversation that you have, but at least you're out there putting your true voice in there, and that helps other gamers out. And importantly, that's what is needed. That's why people enjoy what you bring to the table, because you are always honest. Now, I'll be honest here. We're running out of time.
Aw,
I know.
bummer.
I wish I could lie and we keep going, but I want to respect the time that you've given us. You've been a fun and very engaging creator, so thank you so much. But obviously, we've had not enough of you in this short time span. Where can we find you? Give us the drops for your socials, your website. All right, obviously, we know you're here on Twitch. Or if you see her name tag right down below, you can just type that in and give her a follow. Super easy to do.
Well, that's my... Oh yeah, that's my Twitch name right there. Yeah, I forgot you have it typed there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my Twitch name, that's my TikTok name, and that's my Twitter name. I make sure I have the name, same branding as like the shirt says. But my website is www.aledream.com. That's the best place to contact me if you are a streamer and you want to book an interview with me. You can. However, I want to push interviews 2025 because I am booked this entire end of the year, especially with a lot of games in the backlog. I do stream Monday through Sunday. So that means I do stream every day. However, I do rotate weekends.
Okay.
I rotate weekends. Yeah.
That's exhausting. So I was going to say that's 7 days, Monday through Sunday. That's the whole week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Why not? Why not? She says.
No, not right after work. I take a 4-hour nap because I work 5 in the morning to 1:30 p.m. But anyway, I work from home. It's fine. But no, I take off Fridays. I rotate Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So like, for example, this Wednesday, I'm not going to be streaming. I'm actually going to be in the Gamers Feud. We're doing a trivia and I'm going to be in that game show. So more information on Twitter and all my social medias, and on the Discord. Another place, Saturday will be no stream. And then Sunday, no stream. So 3 days this week, there'll be no streams, but I'll be returning tomorrow with a sponsor stream. And then Friday, we'll be going back to Zombie Soup, which is an indie, cutesy zombie shooter for Thirsty Ricky, who's in love with Ashley. And Ashley's the antidote to cure the zombies to become humans again.
Huh. Cute.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mommy wants a shout out. Follow Mama Dream on TikTok. It's Joel Soy Mama Dream. Oh, you're just kidding? Too bad. I gave you a shout out anyway.
It's there. No, we can't take it back anyway.
Yeah, she typed it.
I love it. You got to promote when you can, but you got to be careful. Make sure they're happy with self-promotion.
What happened, Mama?
We can hear her laughing in the background.
Hold on. My mom wants to say hi.
Oh, she wants to say
hi. Take the microphone right there.
Yeah. And where is my...
Your face is right there. Look at the camera right there. She's so cute.
Everyone say hello to Mama Dream. Hello.
Oh, they love Mama Dream.
Nice to meet you.
I love this. Mama Dream, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
What is it like to be TikTok famous?
Oh, I'm not famous. I'm not even there. I'm not even... The only thing I do is just like I take a picture and I look pretty.
I believe you, absolutely.
I pretend to look pretty, and I go like this, like that.
Pose.
Like
We're gonna see you on fashion TikTok side. That's what I'm expecting. There she is. That's where you can find Yo Soy Mama Dream, everyone.
The one that is that I have.
Which one? 7,000?
The one. The one that I look cute.
Oh, this one?
This one that I
Yeah.
that one.
You look
5,000
cute in
views this
everyone.
picture. I
Okay.
took that picture, by the
She
way.
took that picture.
Very
That picture
cute.
it was
Very
perfect.
cute.
And I said, I'm gonna put it on.
You need that as your
And-
profile picture on all your social media. There you have.
No, the other one is nice too.
Which one?
That I have in fine.
The profile picture?
The other one that I just did today.
Well, when you're that pretty,
Oh,
I'm
this
sure
one?
all the pictures are pretty.
Look at the pretty one. I'm
Look at
talking about my
you. Your hair looks
Yes, I'm
fantastic.
talking
That
about
lip
my
color
hair because
pops.
I said, should I cut it? And then I'm asking them comments. Do you want me to cut my hair? Do you, this
She
and
should be
that?
a streamer, see?
There we have it. There we have
One day
it.
I will. One day I will, but I have so much work to do. So nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, everyone. Say goodbye to Mama Dream. We'll see you later.
Cervantes.
Thank you for
Need a
coming
gift.
by.
I know them. I know them in person. I met them. I hang out with them, especially with Cervantes in California. I did a lot.
Okay, Mom.
Bye.
Enough camera time.
I love this. This is just so perfect, and I can't ask for a better ending.
She's great.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for bringing your mom on the stream. You're a
course.
delightful individual. Any final words before we close out tonight?
I just want to remind my community of shooting stars. Remember, you have a purpose. You're beautiful the way you are. And don't ever let the haters bring you down, because remember, you shine bright and you are a shooting star.
Oh, what a beautiful ending. I can't say anything better, so we'll end it there. Thank you so much. Good friends, we'll see you all next week. Take care of yourself.
Are we rating out?
I don't have control to do that.
Aww.
I just send out the stream code. I have no control over the rates.
Womp womp.
Oh, I'm sorry, but even though we cannot raid anyone in this, I encourage you to go on there and find somebody. Go into all of the streams, find someone who is looking like they're having a blast, a stream title that catches your attention, and go say hello. It makes a world of difference for streamers when we have someone new that says hi. All right.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. It was so nice being here.
We'll see you all later.